Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Catherine. How's everybody doing? Welcome back, and we're going to continue talking about manifesting through the unity consciousness paradigm. And I'm going to give you an exercise. This is a quick video because you don't need to talk a lot about this. I'm going to give you an exercise that you can do to help you see that you are the operant creator of your reality. It's going to give you more confidence in going to bed, having a vision, having an imaginal act in your visualization, going to bed with that energy, and then waking up consciously, going about your day and seeing the results of the manifestation of this visualization. So, it's unfortunate that there's still a lot of gatekeeping around certain things that are simple, that are actually well known, about manipulating this holographic simulation that we call 3D reality. It is nothing more than a reflection and a projection of your inner state. So whatever you're holding to be true is your inner state, is the consciousness level, a consciousness paradigm from which you're operating from. And you're only ever going to be able to experience reality from that paradigm, from that self-concept and construct of yourself. So when you are impressing upon your subconscious before you go to bed at night a way of feeling, a way of being, something that you're having, and you make it as visceral and tangible and as kinesthetically pleasing, meaning you feel it in the body, your nervous system is responding to it as if it's already here, then for as far as your body and mind know, it is your reality. And as far as the matrix, which is a mental projection and reflection of your inner state, as far as the matrix is concerned, it is real. And it has no choice but to reflect in your reality. So it's well known, and I've also been a hypnotherapist, a licensed hypnotherapist for many years. It's well known that when you impress something powerfully on the subconscious, when you are going to bed at night, so when you are in this state where you're drifting off to sleep, it's called the SATS state, or that drift brainwave state, when you're moving from alpha into theta state, the body is resting, you're breathing deeply, you're feeling relaxed, you're feeling calm, and you're in that space, in this kind of liminal space between the conscious waking state and drifting off into peaceful, hopefully, rest. Incredibly impressionable and suggestible time. So whatever you're holding in that space and drifting off into sleep with, your subconscious goes to work on. And your subconscious is impartial. It's a very feminine energy. It's receptive. So it will take on whatever you impress upon it. It's not going to judge it. It's not going to refute it. If there is a stronger energy within you that says this isn't real, then in your waking everyday reality, you'll be walking around saying that's never going to happen, that's never going to happen, that's never going to happen. So that's what that looks like. If you have a dominant state of being that's in direct conflict with what you are suggesting to yourself at night when you're going to bed, that'll show up in your everyday physical conscious waking reality. But the more you practice this, the subconscious has no choice but to respond to this level of repetition and suggestibility, because you're doing it in such a practiced way. You're doing it at the same time. You're holding the same vision. You are concretizing it with the same kind of feeling, that it has no choice but to become the dominant energy within you and show up as your physical reality. And we'll be talking more about manipulating the matrix, but to make it fun, let's talk about money. And as I've talked about in other videos, and I have those videos tagged below, money is just energy. I'm holding a $20 US bill because US currency is relative to where I live here in the US. And you can do this with whatever you've got around. If you have a $1 bill, if you've got a $10 bill, you have a $20 bill, or something equivalent in your currency where you live, you want to take it out, and you can pause this video and come back. I'll wait. And get your bill. And I want you to study it. I want you to look at it. I want you to look at the front. I want you to fully take in visually what it looks like. And because I don't see very well close up without my glasses, I'm going to look at all of the detail and the imprints on this $20 bill. I'm going to look at President Andrew Jackson. I'm going to look at what series it is, 2009. I'm going to see the faint impressions in the background there. I'm going to look at the detailing and the etching up here at the top that forms the border. I'm going to look at the way the script is on the 20 and how it's, if you'll notice, it's at different sizes on that bill. Maybe you never noticed that before. And then when you turn it to the back, same thing. You're seeing different sizes of that 20, right? And you're seeing the White House there. You're seeing, it says $20 on it. Really take it in and study it. And then I want you to feel the texture in your hands, okay? It's just paper, right? It's just paper. It's paper money. It has these dimensions to it. You can hold it in your hand and feel the weight of it. You can fold it, right? Look at it folded and then unfold it. Like play with it for a minute, okay? This, believe me, this is going somewhere. So after you've done that, you spend a few minutes studying it, you can go ahead and put it down. Just say thank you, money, because I say thank you, money, all the time. Whether it's coming in or going out, I say thank you, money. So you go ahead and you put that down. And now close your eyes and do a mental rerun of what you just did, holding the money and looking at it with your eyes open. Now do it with your eyes closed and see if you can have the same kind of response, right? Can you feel it in your hands? If you were to hold it up and smell it, can you repeat that smell? Can you, with your eyes closed, imagine that smell? Can you feel the dimensions of it in your hand? You feel the weight of it in your hand. You feel the texture of the paper and you run your fingers along it, okay? Make this a full sensory experience, okay? You can smell it. I wouldn't lick it. I'd highly recommend you don't lick it. Feel it in your hand, feel the weight of it, feel the dimensions of it, feel it, what it feels like when you roll it up or fold it, and when you unfold it, so that you can repeat it as a visualization the exact same way, as if you were holding on to it and doing all those things by having that dollar bill in your hand. Can you do the same thing in the absence of it? Now, people tell me all the time that they have trouble visualizing, and well, you know, you have actually incredible visualization skills, because, you know, if you can imagine right now, close your eyes, imagine walking into your living room, what would you see? Maybe you see a TV, maybe you see your book stand or some books, maybe you see a fireplace, maybe you see the dog's bed in the corner. That's what I see when I go into my living room. So you absolutely can visualize, but be careful the language you choose to describe your experience, because that is only concretizing and reflecting back to the subconscious. This is the limit of my experience. So when you say, actually, I'm really, really great at visualization, okay, then believe that and act as if it's true. So now that you've done that, what I want you to do is for the next 3 nights, I want you to repeat this exercise. And if it helps you to get, you know, whatever dollar amount you're working with, whatever monetary amount or currency you're working with, before you go to bed at night, you can take it out of your wallet. You can, you know, touch it, feel it, or if maybe you don't have any dollar bills on you. A lot of us don't carry cash around anymore. I always do, because I love cash. I love the way it feels. I love spending it. I love handing people cash, especially servers. I love to give them tips. I was in hospitality for years, and ain't nothing better than cash tips. So if you don't have a dollar around, that's okay, or whatever currency you're using to visualize with, you can, you know, look at a picture on the internet. You can, you know, go into Google Images and Google whatever monetary amount. Now, about the amount, start with something small, because the whole idea of this exercise is to impress upon you how malleable and impressionable your subconscious really is. But where we can shoot ourselves in the foot with this exercise is if we're too attached to the amount we're choosing. Let's say you're in a bind and you need an extra $875 for rent, and you don't have it right now. And so you want to imagine $875 for rent. There's going to be a lot of desperation and attachment in your energy, and it will interfere with your success. It will interfere with your results with this exercise. So start with an amount that you don't feel too attached to. Start with an amount that, like, if I'm visualizing this and I'm impressing this upon my subconscious, I'm okay with whether it shows up or not. Like, I'm okay either way. And even though you might not feel that to be your truth, go ahead and try to extend that kind of truth for yourself, or at least expand yourself in that kind of truth. Like, I'm not really too attached to this frequency and or this dollar currency, whatever, it's also a frequency. Because if you're choosing $100, that might feel like too much desperation, too much pull, too much attachment. And so you're going to be working with the ego mind that is fully entrenched in the matrix, and you're not going to be working with the higher aspect of self that knows you already have the ability to do this, and you do this actually all the time. You would have no experience of reality or what you call your reality if you weren't doing this all the time, okay? This type of visualization to manifestation. So when you go to bed, you have that full sensory, visceral, visual experience that you're going to bed with. Now, you don't have to spend more than 4 or 5 minutes at night, but it's the last thing you do. You're laying in bed. Maybe you're not so comfortable that you fall asleep right away, but you're in a position where, maybe you've got a bend in your leg or something. It's not a position you would normally sleep in, so you can stay awake long enough to do the visualization. So you imagine just what I walked you through here, this practice, holding it, touching it, looking at the details of it, really taking it in, the weight, the feel, the smell, all of it. Because the more real you make it, the greater impression you're putting on the subconscious. Okay, try this for 3 nights. Try this for 3 nights. And when in your waking hours during the day, you can do a very simple exercise where you write down just, on a notebook or piece of paper, you write down all the things that you can do with $20, all the different ways that $20 could come in. Okay. You can choose both of those exercises or one of them, doesn't matter. But the idea is to play in the conscious mind to kind of create agreement with what you're doing in the subconscious realm, which is the receptive, very female aspect of your mind at dream time, or when you're about to drift off into dream time. And then creating agreement in your conscious, your masculine, your active mind during the day. It kind of creates this kind of marriage. So everything in you is on the same page in terms of putting your full energy, focus, and attention towards bringing this into concretized fact, into your reality. Because whatever is real and accepted as real, mostly in the subconscious, because that's about 95% of our operant paradigm of being, and our most impressionable part. It is the body holding the subconscious. The body is the subconscious. So that's why when you make this a very sensory experience, it's even more impressionable on the subconscious. So I hope all this makes sense. And then I want you to come back to this video. So tag it, like it, and please subscribe to this channel if you like this content. Kindly do. I've been here for years on YouTube, and I would love more friends. And I would love to see more people benefiting from the content that I create here. So come back to this video. Let me know. Let me know what happened. Let me know the things that are showing up throughout your day. And that's the other part. You want to have present awareness throughout your day so that you're seeing, like, you might start seeing 20 bills everywhere. They may not be showing up in your wallet yet, but understand these are breadcrumbs. This is like letting you know that, hey, you are getting this kind of call and response from the matrix, responding exactly to the directives, the orders that you're giving it for what you want to see, what you want to experience, and ultimately what you want to harden into fact as part of your reality. So let me know how this works. And don't get discouraged if after 3 nights you haven't manifested an extra $20 out of nowhere. And let go also. That's the reason for doing this exercise. Let go of the idea that it has to come from work or your income. Money can come from anywhere and often does. So that's why when you write a list of all the different ways $20 could come to you, it frees your mind and it opens you up beyond, oh, I just get money this way, so it would have to come through this means, or it has to come through a lottery, it has to come through a paycheck, or my buddy finally paying me back. It can come through those ways, but it doesn't have to. And when we are really understanding we're the operant creators of our reality, we also understand that things can come from anywhere, because that's the miraculous synchronicity of this kind of energetic agreement that we're creating between our inner state and this matrix that we call physical reality. So have fun with this, be curious, be playful, and then come back to this video and let me know how it all works out, and have some fun. Good luck manifesting 20 bucks or your equivalent currency where you live. Bye for now. Thanks a lot.